I'm Lesley Weidenbener. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers here at the Indiana State House. I'm with Representative Terri Austin. She's a Democrat from Anderson. Welcome.
Hi, Lesley. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. First, I wanted to ask you about a vaccination bill that you had this session. Tell us about it.
It's a great bill, and I think it's going to help improve public health in so many ways. What it does is expand the scope of immunizations that are available at your local pharmacy by a certified pharmacist to include, used to be shingles and influenza. We're increasing that to 4 additional vaccines, including pneumonia and several other things that are very common. They're all recommended by the CDC, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it.
That's fantastic. I think pertussis was on that list, as I recall.
Pertussis, DPT, and there was one other one that I cannot remember what it was, but it's one that's very popular and very common, and it's easier for many folks to drop into their local pharmacy, get those immunizations on the spot, not have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to get into a scheduled appointment in their physician's office.
I know one of the things that you've been a little bit concerned about in this session has to do with education and what you perceive as the creation of kind of a second system of education. Can you talk about that?
Well, thank you. Yes, we're funding actually 3 separate entities of of schools. We've got our traditional K-12 public schools, which 98% of all children go to in the state of Indiana. We are funding the voucher program where parents can choose if they meet certain income guidelines and if their child is able to get accepted at a private school of their choosing. And then we're also funding charter schools and virtual charter schools, which are supposed to be public schools, but seem to be operating under a different set of rules.
So I know the House passed a big voucher expansion bill that I think you were opposed to. What is your concern in particular about vouchers?
Well, I support parents having the ability to send their child to any educational institution that they think is the best fit for them. I do think that it's a cost that the state is not able to bear. When it was originally introduced to the General Assembly 2 years ago, it was portrayed as an effort to help us save money and to give parents a choice. What we're actually finding is that not all children are able to get accepted, particularly many children who may have a learning disability or a physical handicap. They do not have to meet ADA guidelines and therefore take all children. And it's not saving any money at all. In fact, it's costing the state more, and it's impacting all 292 school systems at the expense that simply causes them to get actually less money on a per pupil basis.
We don't have a lot of time, but I really did want to talk to you about the Senate passage of a gambling bill and what that would mean for your district.
Well, here's what it would mean. First of all, Hoosier Park, when they came into being, I believe in 2008, was required to only use electronic games. And what we found is that there are many folks who prefer to have live dealers, somebody who can answer their questions when they're trying to navigate a card game for the first time. We're simply asking for the opportunity to substitute electronic dealers with live dealers. We think it will increase the opportunities for people to utilize Hoosier Park.
Thank you so much, Representative Austin. I'm Lesley Weidenbener for Comcast Newsmakers.